does the asthma pump break one's fast? This is, probably the number one question that any scholar would receive every Ramadan for the last, I don't know how long. And of course, the need is there. So does the asthma pump break the fast? So what's the principle in the Shafi'i school? We've mentioned it before. It is وصول العين إلى الجوف من منفذ مفتوح. It's reaching of a substance into the inner body cavity from an open passageway. So the asthma pump, is it a substance? Well, if you press the asthma pump, what you see coming out from the other side, that mist, that's a substance. It's salbutamol. It's in the form of a gas, right? But that's still a substance. Matter can either be solids, liquids, or gases. If you were to hold that against your hand and then execute a puff, right, you would find that the liquid would be built up on your hand, the salbutamol liquid that's on there, the medicine essentially. So the answer is yes, the usage of an asthma pump will break one's fast, according to the Shafi'i school of thought. And this is the reason why, the principle that we just mentioned a moment ago. However, if someone needs to use the asthma pump, right, they have an asthma attack, they may use the asthma pump. There would be no sin on them for breaking their fast, and they would simply repay that day or make up that day later on. They don't owe a fidya or anything of the sort. They would make up for that day later on, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So that's the rajih, that's the mu'tamad view in the Shafi'i school of thought, that the asthma pump will break one's fast. There are other opinions, however, and those opinions have the leg to stand on as well. So of course there is some room for different circumstances. In light of this, I would recommend the following. We now know the Shafi'i school of thought, and that is, of course, a more strict approach, a more precautious approach. So if someone occasionally needs to use the asthma pump, let's say, for example, once a month, right, maybe, or maybe twice a month, or maybe even 5 times a month, but it's not like they need to use it all the time, every day. That would never let them fast otherwise. So they only need to use it occasionally. For such an individual, I would recommend that they take the strict Shafi'i view, break the fast when they need to by using the asthma pump, continue fasting by abstaining from food, drink, and everything else that would break the fast, and pay the day back or make up for that day later, because it's perhaps only a few days, and inshallah Allah will grant you afiyah and keep you healthy throughout Ramadan to be able to fast without needing it. Ameen. As for the person who needs to use it all the time, every day, so if they were to take this opinion, they would never be able to fast, right? They would need to pay fidya. So if that is the case, if somebody needs to use it perpetually, practically every day, so they would practically need to have the whole month of Ramadan broken and then keep having to make up one day at a time sometime in the future. If that is the case, if it's a lot and it's difficult, then I would recommend to explore the other opinions, which again, as I said, are valid opinions, but the Shafi'i madhab's view is the more precautious one, and that's essentially agreed upon in the Shafi'i school. Wallahu subhanahu wa ta'ala a'lam. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.